What's up, homies and homiettes? It's your boy Home Boom back with another segment of the Hold Up Show. And hold up, are we holding the applause? Is Jay-Z's legal troubles really over? Today we're going to be reviewing a TMZ clip discussing Jay-Z suing Tony Busby, as well as a Newsweek article and a Vibe article that'll catch us up to speed on things since the case has been dismissed against Jay-Z. Let's get into it. Hold up.
Yeah, and it's clear that Jay-Z's not letting this go. If you read his declaration in that case where he is suing Tony Busby, what he's saying is, I viewed these letters as an existential threat to my reputation, everything I've worked my whole life to build, and he wasn't going to take it lying down. So even though this lawsuit's been dismissed with prejudice, the one against him, it seems like Jay-Z's going forward and will continue to pursue Busby, maybe to, sort of send a message that you can't do this to a certain type of celebrity, not him.
Well, Jay-Z was calling Busby a 1-800 lawyer.
Called him a 1-800 lawyer and says the system needs to change. You can't have guys like this blowing up the lives of innocent people with allegations that he should be vetting and understand are not true. This is what Jay-Z had to say about this case against Busby. He said, "I felt that Mr. Busby was placing a gun to my head, that I either bow to his demands or endure personal and financial ruin. As for the lawsuit filed on behalf of the female accuser," Jay-Z says, "Mr. Busby purposely filed this on the eve of my daughter's premiere to put me in the position of having to choose between supporting my daughter or hiding to avoid the negative press."
So yeah, there you have TMZ reporting on Jay-Z moving forward with suing Tony Busby. Now let's get into this Newsweek article and see what else has been going on since the case has been dismissed. Jay-Z releases statement after rape lawsuit dismissed. An anonymous woman who accused rappers Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs of sexually assaulting her when she was 13 years old has withdrawn her lawsuit. The case was dismissed with prejudice, meaning it cannot be refiled. Jay-Z expressed relief after the dismissal. The context: this case garnered significant public attention due to the gravity of the accusation against two high-profile music industry figures. What to know? On Friday, the plaintiff submitted paperwork to voluntarily dismiss the case with prejudice. The type of dismissal means the case is permanently closed and cannot be refiled. No explanation was given for the withdrawal, and her attorney, Tony Busby, declined to comment on the matter when Newsweek inquired. Jay-Z, born Sean Carter, issued a statement expressing his relief following this dismissal. He said the allegations were laughable if not for the seriousness of the claims, and shared the emotional toll the case has taken on his family and loved ones. Sean Combs' legal team also celebrated the dismissal, stressing that the accusations were untrue. Reports had pointed to inconsistencies in the plaintiff's story. The woman claimed her father picked her up from a gas station after the alleged incident, but it was reported that her father had no memory of making the trip. Additionally, she claimed to have spoken to musician Benji Madden at the party, but Madden was reportedly not in attendance. The case saw multiple legal maneuvers, including Jay-Z's legal team filing a motion to dismiss the claims, arguing they were baseless and had caused reputational harm. A separate motion for sanctions against the plaintiff's attorney were later withdrawn. In a separate legal action, Sean Combs faces federal racketeering and sex trafficking charges and is imprisoned at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. Here's the official statement released from Sean Carter on behalf of Roc Nation. Today is a victory. The frivolous, fictitious, and appalling accusations have been dismissed. This civil case was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale they created was laughable, if not for the seriousness of the claims. I would not wish this experience on anyone. The trauma that my wife, my children, loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed. This 1-800 lawyer gets to file a suit hiding behind Jane Doe, and when they quickly realize that the money grab is going to fail, they get to walk away with no repercussions. The system has failed. The court must protect victims, of course, while with the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail for all victims and those falsely accused equally. End quote. Sean Carter. Yeah. So what happens next? With the case dismissed, no further legal action can be taken on these claims. So that is everything that happened upon the case being dismissed and what was said. Let's get into this Vibe article displaying and getting further into him suing Tony Busby for defamation. A lawsuit claiming that Jay-Z raped a 13-year-old girl in 2000 has been legally dismissed. Variety confirmed that the report filed by Tony Busby back in December 2024 accusing both Jay-Z and Diddy of sexual assault was voluntarily dismissed with prejudice on Friday, February 14th, meaning that the refiling can't be refiled as is. All parties involved agreed to the ruling, but it should be noted that the outspoken attorney has yet to release a statement regarding the decision. Still, Jay-Z and Roc Nation issued a statement about their victory, with the rapper bringing forth new harrowing details that he and his family faced after the lawsuit was initially filed. The Roc Nation boss recalled the trauma that his family faced and the constant death threats flung at them, saying the frivolous, fictitious, and appalling accusations have been dismissed. The civil suit was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale they created was laughable. If not for the seriousness of the claims, I would not wish this experience on anyone. The trauma that my wife, my children, loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed. This 1-800 lawyer gets to file a suit behind Jane Doe, and when they quickly realize the money grab was going to fail, they get to walk away with no repercussions. Sean Carter's statements continue. The system has failed. The courts must protect victims, of course, while with the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail for all victims and those falsely accused equally. Per Megan Cuniff, Jay's lawyer Alex Shapiro also released a statement speaking to the MC's resilience by standing up in the face of hideous and false allegations. Jay has done what few can. He pushed back. He never settled. He never paid one red penny. He triumphed and cleared his name, Shapiro typed. Jay and Alex didn't even wait until the ink was dry before returning the favor and filing a defamation lawsuit against Busby. Baller Alert reports that Hove has sued the Houston-based lawyer for defamation, civil extortion, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. As for Diddy, he is still facing a plethora of other lawsuits accusing him of sexual assault, trafficking, and more. Sean Combs is currently behind bars as he awaits trial on May 5th, 2025. Yeah. So you are fully up to speed on what's going on as far as the case has been dismissed, and now Jay-Z is taking legal action against Houston-based attorney Tony Busby, who was the plaintiff's lawyer for civil extortion and what was the other? Defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress, right? But the thing is, even with that, does it not feel that there is an air of caution amongst the people with celebrating this legal victory for Jay-Z, right? They feel like they are holding the applause for this triumph for this man, right? And you got to ask yourself why. Well, my thoughts is because they are aware or they feel that there is more to come with this. That this is just the beginning. This is like the undercard, so to say, to this drama, right? And even though there has not been anything filed, there is no secret knowledge that I know of anything. I do know that from watching Jay-Z's progression through the industry to the position that he holds now, that there has been a lot of shady things from the outside looking in. There have been a lot of cutthroat tactics, so to speak. There have been rumblings, rumors, insinuations throughout the years of certain behaviors and certain things that may or may not have happened, right? I'm not one to give you all the conspiracy theorists or street allegations of things that I may have heard about Jay-Z and or Diddy separately or together, right? But I do know that allegedly he's supposedly one of the figures that they originally said was on the Epstein flight logs. I also know that, well, I don't know, but just allegedly the rumblings of his affiliations with certain individuals within his company that are tied to certain law enforcement agencies. It's a lot. It's a lot, right? And it seems like any other individual or any other point in time, if Jay-Z was to display such power and resilience in the face of adversity, he would be overly celebrated for the victory, right? Let's just say even 10 years ago, it would have been hysteria that he did this to this particular lawyer, right? But now, with a different awareness amongst the public of these certain high profile individuals and possible nefarious, allegedly nefarious things that they could be or probably was involved in, right? That are not like officially reported or anything. It seems like they're holding that applause, like they're holding their breath, like waiting for the other shoe to drop in this story, right? Because we also know how close, whether business wise or personally, that Jay-Z and Sean Combs were. And it's not to say that they all were involved or into the same personal things just because they had a very visible business relationship. It still begs the question, right? So, are Jay-Z's legal troubles really over? Or is this just the undercard, the pre-game, so to say? Like, is this just the start of many things to come? Or are we unaware of many things that have already been, so to say, fires that have been put out behind the scenes already that we'll never know about, right? So it's a lot to think about. And just from the reaction of not only the bloggers, not only more bigger platforms, no one is overly celebratory about this legal victory, right? Except Jay-Z and his team. So it's not just me, but it seems society or the public view is that something else is on the horizon. So you be the judge. I want to know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Are we holding the applause because we believe that there's more to come? Or is this just a big nothing burger because we heard this plaintiff's story when it originally dropped and was like, ain't no way this real, and ain't no way this has even got this far with this ridiculous story, right? So, it's your boy Homebone. This is another segment of the Hold Up Show. And hold up, are they holding the applause? Peace.